Boom shakalaka, big Bitcoin bounce today at the exact levels we were talking about. The reason why and the one last danger. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, huge Bitcoin bounce, exactly why and why you might still need to be a little bit concerned. Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter with Crypto Love, and of course subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos longer than everybody else. Now today, fear and greed at 39. Looks like we are out of extreme fear, back into regular fear. Maybe the panic is over. The overall market up 6% today. Bitcoin 82,000, Ethereum 1603, and XRP $2. Now Bitcoin is still in downtrend, but has bounced off of this critical level that was resistance previously, turned support now, coincidentally was the very top of the last step up. Could this be big for Bitcoin? Yes, but right now we're still underneath this blue line, the 21 EMA, and price will need to break above there before really resuming an upward trend. Now, the real reason for this was a little bit of inside trading to all the masses. Trump told us to buy right before he announced the 90-day tariff pause. Bitcoin is up over 5% since then. What a legendary financial advisor. That's right. Told us to buy before the pump happened. My goodness, I guess that's inside trading. Now, the chances of a US recession have dropped dramatically after the pause was announced. Bullish for Bitcoin? Yeah, maybe it was just kind of calling everyone's bluff. And as Bitcoin jumped 5% in under an hour, price broke above $82,000, triggering $92 million in short liquidations in the same hour. Now, if the price continues up, there are a lot of shorts that are going to get liquidated, especially if we reach towards the $90,000 area. However, before that happens, there is one big, something in the road that's saying Bitcoin is not going up anymore. And that big thing is Tom Lee from Fundstrat. He calls Bitcoin price wrong all the time. Now, he says Bitcoin is going to $150,000 this year. I have never seen him make a correct prediction in the 7+ years I have been doing this. 8+ years I've been doing this now. But could be a first. Now, there's the possibility Bitcoin price might not go up to $150,000, but there's also another possibility. He could be wrong to the downside. It could go a lot higher, because the only other person I know who is historically as inaccurate as Tom Lee at calling a Bitcoin price would be Jim Cramer, also terrible at calling Bitcoin price. He says there's no way Bitcoin's going to $1 million. Maybe this year they'll both be wrong. Tom Lee, price will blow past 150 and actually go all the way up to $1 million a year. We'll see. Still early. Who knows? It could happen. Now, over the past 3 weeks, what happened? Well, price dropped. A lot of people lost their heads. Still not the longest or deepest correction for Bitcoin. Higher highs and higher lows. Yes, what we've been talking about in this channel forever. Still in an uptrend until we hit the last lower low, which was $50-some thousand. And if we take a look at this cycle, the Bitcoin cycle isn't over yet. Could it just be the first pause in the cycle? But I don't know. If you take a look at these things, each one's getting smaller and smaller, and this one's just a little blip. Could be the most depressing cycle ever, and that would be depressing. But it could just be finding the bottom. Bitcoin could potentially have reached the bottom. We have a roughly accurate pullback, and then we also have roughly accurate levels of support for the RSI. And then if we were to go up roughly the same amount, that's $180,000 per Bitcoin. Finding support on previous cycle top, like we saw a couple times before. Maybe this is just that stepwise pattern that Willy was talking about 4 years ago for Bitcoin. He just spoke a little bit too early. We also see as US dollar USDT dominance dropping with lower highs, Bitcoin rising with higher lows. Maybe you are not bullish enough yet, because based on the Mayer multiple, Bitcoin could, if it continues down, find solid support at $69,000. And if we take a look at the chart, take a look. We have that bullseye there. That would be if Bitcoin price wicked down all the way as far as it did the last sideways consolidation, it will go all the way down to this bullseye that we've had there for months at this point. And coincidentally, that is exactly where the volume profile is. Now, if price goes down that far, Mayer Multiple says we could find solid support at 69.5, and a breakout above $87,000 might set the stage for the top right now at $208,000. Holy freaking cow. And if that's not enough for you, well, every time we see this 200-week geometric mean touch the 200-week arithmetic mean, I know too many math terms for me too, that's historically when Bitcoin pumps. And take a look. They are touching. I mean, they've been touching for a long time, but now they are touching even more. Could we see that Bitcoin pump incoming? Let me know down in the comments. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom, shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.